Man, oh man, what another great week of football we saw. A lot of upsets, a lot of things happened, man. Man, oh man. But we're back at it again with another week. Before you watch this video, make sure you like it, share it, and subscribe. And before I start this great podcast, hope everyone's having a great day today. Let me introduce you guys to my great colleagues. My first buddy over there, Mr. John Paul. How you doing over there, buddy?
Okay, I guess.
Okay. And then again, another week, this guy wears this horrible hat. Horrible. Mets hat.
I thought you talking
Mr.
my hat's
Yeah,
horrible.
both of your hats are garbage. I don't know why y'all like. And then, but another garbage hat, man, is Mr. Tony. How you doing, everybody?
First off, it's not garbage. Let's be serious. But I'm all right. Giants didn't lose this week, so I'm okay.
Well, you guys won.
You fucking
Didn't
asshole,
play.
they didn't play.
I was gonna say, David, how you doing, there, buddy?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? You doing good? You doing good? Good, man. Oh man, let's go start off with Thursday night football. Thursday night football. What a game it was! What a matchup! I think the Thursday night games are getting better. Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I was surprised the Eagles came and played. What do you guys think about this game? I'm gonna go with
No,
David
the,
first.
the Eagles didn't come and play. Saquon came to play. I, I,
The guy you guys let
it,
him
it,
walk.
it's not the you love shoving that in, but if the guy got hurt this year, we would have been geniuses because
I'm not saying I'm not the only one saying
the
that.
guy gets hurt every single year. So all of a sudden on a year that he wants to play okay, his pinky doesn't hurt. So but once again, we've said this I think once or twice already this season. Um, it's not the Philadelphia Eagles who are winning these games. It's Saquon. When Saquon has a good game, the Eagles win. When Saquon is off, they lose. It's Saquon Barkley show. It's not the Philadelphia Eagles show.
Yep.
Okay. David, are you done brushing your hair over there, buddy? Are you like okay?
I haven't had a
Done.
haircut. I haven't had a haircut in like a month and a half, so it feels good to actually have a haircut.
I know. I know. John Paul and Tony probably jealous.
uh,
Yeah, you should talk.
I like short
I,
hair.
I, I think the Commanders are overrated. I said that all year, so kind of got exposed. I don't think the Eagles are good either. I think the NFC East might be the worst division in football.
After the AFC South, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
John Paul, what do you think, buddy?
Um, this is probably the one time I disagree with David. I think Washington had an off game. I had a feeling Philly was going to win. They usually play tough at home.
Not
So,
against Washington at home. Washington usually beats them at home.
yeah, but I had mixed feelings about this game. But I still think Washington still has a lot of potential. They're very young, which is what I like. I like having a very young team because it's always guys are always hungry to play. But yes, Saquon Barkley definitely won them that game. I mean, he ran for like 200 yards. He had three touchdowns.
Yeah, at least two.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what it was because Jalen Hurts played like crap. I think he was sacked 4 times. Um, he definitely almost threw that. I think there was 3 interceptions he almost threw. Granted, I know almost is not an interception, but still did it. But either way, yeah, wasn't a bad game. I'll take the W.
Yep.
Hey guys,
I
can I just state a fact real quick? The past 4 weeks that I've won this thing, I've lost every single Thursday.
I guess you won this week again.
Come on, baby, you know it.
You weren't by yourself winning though, dickhead.
It doesn't make a difference.
I think we opened the Eagles, right? I did up at the Commanders.
You
No,
picked
you picked the Commanders, so did I.
one.
Oh god. All right, man. But I'm definitely. I wish the Eagles helped me out, man. I got AJ Brown on my fantasy. Come on, give AJ Brown the ball more often. I lost Adam Commanders. We didn't have to tame McCullough. He wouldn't know where to be found. Please give him the ball more often, man. And that's what I think, man. But like the Eagles, I'm not impressed with the Eagles at all. Because if you look at the Eagles so far, all they played was bottom feeders. Bengals probably a good team out of it. Besides the Bengals, who else was good they played? They finally beat a good team, and I'm still not impressed with them. The Commanders, you guys got it. Hopefully, you guys turn the ship around. Now let's go to this game, man. They almost had it. They're right there, literally right there by 1 point. And like always, um, the New York Jets literally missed the game by a point. They fired the GM today. They got rid of the coach. They got rid of the GM. They're cleaning house. John Paul, I'm gonna go deep first. How do you feel right now, buddy?
Feel great because there's only one other piece that's going to be gone. They only have one other piece to throw away.
Aaron
They're not
Rodgers.
getting rid of him. They're not getting rid of Rodgers. That means Devontae's gonna walk too.
Unfortunately, I just got something on my phone that says Aaron Rodgers has been debated to be benched. So
Yeah, because
Yeah, he's
they
gonna be
benched
benched because
him.
you guys aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, that's why.
and that's fine. And that's fine. And I'm not, again, I can care less about the Jets right now. Like, I didn't even watch that game. My cousin who had money on the game was sitting there going, yo, the Jets just scored. They're winning the game. They're up by 5. I turned around and said, how much time is left? And he was like, what the hell does that have to do? I said, how much time is left? And he turned around. He goes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I said, Indianapolis is going to score in a minute and a half. I said,
know that, cousin.
the Jets defense does not stop anybody in the fourth quarter ever. And it's a shame, but at the end of the day, fuck it. They want to get rid of the entire house, get rid of them. Like, fuck, I don't give a shit.
I mean, but my main thing is it happens year over year over year. I think the Jets need a whole new ownership. That's what I think. They need to get new ownership.
Unfortunately, that's not my call or your call. The guys
Yeah, but
the guys either got to sell. I mean, it's not like we could sit here and go, yeah, well, you got to sell, dude. He's either going to sell or he's not going to sell.
You realize there's only a handful of people in this world that can afford to buy an NFL team.
And it's especially an NFL team in the New York area. I mean, you're talking about big money, no matter if the Jets are shit or not. I mean, you're talking about serious money.
I have a question to ask you. By any chance, do I know that cousin that put
You
that
do.
money on there?
You do.
Okay, I would like to know that person because I will need to ask them what were they thinking in the right mind. John, Tony, what do you think?
Hold on.
Yeah, you picked the Jets. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but still, I might be stupid. I know your cousin's pretty smart. I
Dude,
might be stupid.
When you want to parlay and you need that one leg to win, and that was the only leg he lost.
Really?
It happens.
Oh God. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
I gotta be honest. I think the Jets bite the bullet, get rid of Rodgers. I think maybe he's a big piece of shit. Needs to get the hell out of that.
You know Devontae Adams gonna leave with that, right? Devontae Adams only gonna leave too. He didn't want to trade. Devontae Adams not gonna want to stay there.
Goodbye.
So what has he done?
Goodbye.
Gotten there.
Clean it up.
Giants, Devontae.
Clean it up. Clean it
Why
up.
would Devontae want to go to the Giants? Who wants to go to the Giants? We're gonna get to that. Don't answer that question yet. We're gonna get to that one.
Clean it up.
No.
I think the best thing the Jets can do is clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Get rid of all the big names. Get a young team in there. A young, hungry team in there. Get rid of all your barbecue sauces. Get rid of your
Why?
Your carrots.
Why are you gonna? You just got him. Sauce Gardner hasn't been there for me. How many years Sauce Gardner been on the Jets? Like 3 years now.
Can you say overrated?
Yeah. Why would you
He's
want to
not
start from
having a
scratch
good
again?
year.
Yeah,
Tony,
but I'm not.
he had 2 amazing years and then one down year. It happens all the time. We could say the same thing about Saquon Barkley when you were talking about him a couple years ago. Overrated. Now he's having a great year. What happens if he comes out next year and he has a shit year? Overrated. You could say that any year.
You can say about any player. Look at Patrick Mahomes.
Gardner's terrible. He's terrible. Can't cover anybody.
Okay.
You shouldn't be called sauce if you can't cover anything. I said that last week too. Clean house. You want to keep a couple of them?
I completely disagree. I disagree with that. They're not cleaning houses. That's beyond crazy. I will keep my team where they are right now.
What are they doing? What are they doing? You want to keep them? They
need a proper coaching. I'm going to bring another head coach and see what they can do. I'm not going to clean house now. I'm not going to clean out what I built. That defense, not the worst. Not the best defense in the world, but not the worst either. I'm not going to clean that either. Come on now.
Clean house. Start over. The locker room is completely gone. You got players.
I'm going to get there to that. I'm going to ask you that.
You got players running the asylum. Clean house. Clean house. Clean it up.
Okay, we're going to get to that one. David, what do you think, buddy?
Uh, I mean, I kind of agree with John Paul. Sauce Gardner did have a good 2 years. This year is definitely not. I'm more shocked at how overrated the Jets defense is overall. They were top in the NFL, what, week 1 to 4 or 5 or something like that, or even 6. And now they couldn't stop a quarterback that took himself out of the game 2 weeks ago. Not only that, he led them over 270-yard drives. Not one, two. And they couldn't stop him. He's not a good quarterback. And the fact that the Jets made him look good is unreal. I mean, you can say whatever you want about the Jets offense, but I'm more shocked about the Jets defense. And I'm going to say this once. I guarantee next year it's going to be either Rex Ryan or Mike McCarthy that's going to be the coach to make Aaron Rodgers happy. Watch.
I don't know, dude. I mean, if you're a defensive player on that team, I mean, you're gonna continue to kill yourself and kill yourself when your offense can't score shit.
They put up
That's what the New
27
York Giants.
points last week.
That's what the New York Giants defense is doing.
Once again, shut the fuck up. We're talking about the Jets. You always got the Giants in your mouth. I mean, it's like a cock for
I'm
you. You
just saying.
always got it in
I'm
your
just
mouth.
saying. I'm just saying, Tony. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I blow Russell. Russell. I'm
We're
just
gonna get
saying. I
there.
blow
We're gonna
Dino.
get there.
We're gonna get there. This is a PG show. This is a PG show, guys. PG
So,
rated. Come on, Tony.
I mean, it's
Enough
a
about the Jets,
defense.
dude. Let's
It,
move on.
Let's move
you
on.
know,
Let's move on before Tony gets more mad. Let's
Look,
go
I mean,
to the
we're
next.
talking about the Jets, and you got to bring the Giants in.
Okay,
The Giants
let's
didn't
talk
even
about
play
Giants.
this week.
Let's stay in New York. Let's stay in New York with the Giants with the news as well. Daniel Jones got benched. Sal DeVito's back in. Sal DeVito is back in. We got to see his agent all games.
That's what I don't want to see.
His agent about to be all over TV.
I'm about to lose my shit.
I actually don't think you're going to see that at all. I'm going to be honest with you.
Guy looks like a jackass.
I don't think you're going to see that at all. I think that ship has sailed. I think that Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets, Tommy Sandwiches, Tommy Chestnuts, I don't give a fuck what they call him. But I think you let the kid come out and see if he could ball.
You want to know why? He's gonna sell tickets if he starts, especially at home. That's one of the reasons why they're probably starting him.
But also, I mean, listen, dude, he sat back there in the third string. I mean, which is what I think most young quarterbacks should do. They should learn.
They're giving up, dude. Let's just be honest here. They're just going to try and get a 1 or 2 draft pick.
I guess, but you look at 1 or 2 draft pick. What happens if he wins the next 6 games?
What happens if what?
What happens if he wins the next 6 games? You
then,
still
then you keep him, and then you draft Travis Hunter.
I mean, yeah.
The New England wants Travis Hunter, and I don't want New England to get him. I'd rather us get him than anything else.
I still see we get a veteran, and I still see Fields being out there for us to grab. I still see it.
Fields would never let that happen. Fields, why would Fields want to do that to himself? He go from the Chicago Bears, go to another whole rebuild. That's never gonna happen. I don't see that happening.
The New York Giants are one of the greatest franchises in history of football.
But by now you're not.
Are we going to talk about the Bears or no?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Bears. But right now, for the past 10 years,
first off, any quarterback would want to come to New York if they have half a set of balls. Okay,
why?
Any quarterback.
That's the problem. They don't want
to. Offensive line. Your offensive line is the worst offensive line in the league. Look how many sacks the poor guy.
We are not the worst offensive line.
We're not even close. I don't even think we're in the top 5 worst, actually. But once again, it's just your beautiful bias because you don't know shit. But whatever.
Name 5 bad offensive lines right now besides the Giants.
Bengals. The Bengals' offensive line is absolutely atrocious. Dallas Cowboys.
Who else?
Dallas Cowboys. Their line is horrible. The Cowboys line.
They have a quarterback that runs around the whole time. I don't even count.
But before that, Dallas Cowboys. When he used to talk about the Dallas Cowboys,
all right, who else? That's two.
Believe it. The worst. They just did it. I believe tonight. I was just watching it. The Texans right now are the ones with the worst offensive line.
Texans as well.
That's who I was waiting for him to say.
The Texans have the worst offensive line in the league.
The Ravens, I put the Ravens up there because their penalties with offense.
The Ravens do not have the worst offensive line in the league.
They're not the best either. I'm just saying.
They're not the best, but they're not the worst.
Arizona, yeah.
Arizona
Eagles have a good offensive line. There's only a select few that have a good.
We talking about bad offensive line, but it's bad.
But I'm just telling you. You said somebody that's not good, and I said they're good.
Yeah. All right. So now where are we? I lost my train of thought. John Paul, we
Tommy
didn't go with GM, but
DeVito.
the Giants.
We all agree. Let him start. Move on.
Yeah, I mean, is the question is why is DeVito starting over Locke?
No, my question
Because
is,
that's a lot of questions that a lot of the people on the radio have been saying.
Yeah, I don't agree.
yeah,
I don't understand that either.
In my mind, I'd rather start DeVito over Drew Lock. I mean, the half a game that Drew Lock came in, uh, the kid looked like he was in a high school game. He couldn't even move.
Looked like he had diarrhea the way he was running. It was
Exactly,
disgusting.
exactly. I think DeVito earned a spot to be the backup, not the third stringer, which is terrible.
okay.
Who cares?
I have a
Just
question
start.
now.
What's the
I
worst
got a
case scenario,
question.
dude?
No, it's
My
not.
question. My question to you guys: let's say DeVito wins the next 6 games. Do you guys still keep Brian Dable, or do you get rid of him?
He's gone,
Brian
dude.
Dable's in the hot seat. Do you keep
See
him?
ya.
See,
Him,
I don't
him
know.
and the
I
Jets
believe
quarterback.
Dable and Shane are kind of tied at the hip.
Nope. This is a business.
Okay. All right,
I
guys. Now,
Listen, I got to be honest. If we looked at it this way, don't you think John Mara would have fired Shane's ass after the debacle happened with Saquon Barkley? I mean, he sat there and he told him, "I don't want to see Barkley." He didn't say he didn't want to see Barkley go. He said he didn't want to see Barkley go to Philadelphia,
And that's exactly what happened.
and exactly what happened. So, fuck, wouldn't Mara like, you know what? I don't want you here. You didn't listen to me. I don't want you here.
Dude,
yeah.
he's gonna be there. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull a fucking Jets move and they fire both of them. I wouldn't be surprised.
Can we watch the language, please, gentlemen? I understand. Let's
I
watch
don't
it.
ever curse. I said one curse and you're freaking
Listen,
scolding me.
it's not that bad. All right, the fight on Netflix,
I'll
everyone's
curse in
cursing
Italian,
every
okay?
10 seconds.
John Paul, you were about to say something. What do you think, buddy?
No, I think they're both gone at the end of the year.
Thank you.
Believe it or not, I was in the car today. When I heard about the stuff with the Jets GM, and I'm not gonna lie, I just started laughing. I did. I thought it was hilarious. Sitting there, I'm going, all right, the Jets are just the most unorganized pieces of garbage I have ever seen. And
Okay.
I think at the end of the day, the Giants will let Dable finish out the season, but him and Shane are both gone at the end of the year.
Okay. All right, man. Let's see what happens, man. Listen, this is going to be a very interesting offseason. A lot of head coaching jobs going to be open. All right, guys. Let's go. Let's go to the NFC North now. This is a rivalry. They talk about big division rivalry. The Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Chicago Bears almost had it, but it's crazy how many guys are missing field goals. Field goals are getting blocked this year. Most haven't seen them over the years. David, I'm gonna let you go with you first, man. What do you think about this whole game? And what's your take on it, buddy?
Even without Aaron Rodgers there, the Packers still own the Bears. It's so crazy to me. They played well, the Bears. They deserve to win. I actually felt bad for them, but the coach sucks. So what I heard is Cliff Kingsbury is going to be the head coach next year of the Bears because he coached Caleb Williams in college, and they're going to bring him in to revamp that offense. And Lord knows who else they're going to bring in because Caleb's one of Caleb's best years in college was with Kingsbury, who, if you don't know, is Washington's offensive coordinator, and that's why Jalen Daniels is having such a good year this year. So if I'm Caleb, I want to lose as many games as possible, get rid of that coach because clearly nobody likes him. Bring in Kingsbury, who actually knows offense very well. He could hire a big time defensive coordinator, or he might even keep the D coordinator of the Bears. They're not doing that bad. And that's it. The Bears just look all disheveled all over the place. They look like the Giants sometimes. Like they don't even know what's going on. But the
Bring
defense
back
stepped
Lovey
up.
Smith.
Yeah, right.
Where's Lovie Smith at now? He's not
I have
coaching in
no
the
idea.
league no more.
I have no idea. I thought he was a good coach.
But let's just be honest here. That if we all agree the Bears coach is going to be gone after this year,
Oh, without a doubt, we all know that. Definitely.
if he stays, there's a serious problem,
It's going to be a big Black Monday, boy.
dude. That I'm telling you, after the season, there's going to be at least 6 to 7. I don't even know who's going to only want to take. No offense to Tony, I don't know who's going to want that Jets job.
Why, no offense to me.
I meant John Paul. Sorry,
Oh, I don't. They
the
really.
Giants too. The Giants don't have a quarterback.
I bet you if they gave a second chance to Rex Ryan, he'd jump on in a heartbeat. He loved
He
it.
said he would. He was on ESPN saying he would take the job.
Listen, I liked Rex Ryan. I thought they should have gave Rex Ryan a couple more years to keep building. That's just
Dude,
me.
honestly, I just think that I don't know if you guys saw. There is a stat going around about the Bears. Every rookie quarterback that they drafted, I forgot over how many years, has had two different head coaches and two different offensive coordinators within their first 2 years of the NFL.
Yeah, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Trubisky,
Yeah,
Fields, and then now it's going to be Caleb. It's sad, man.
definitely sad. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
It's a good game. I picked Green Bay.
All right, yeah, John Paul. Give me that show. We got a lot more things to talk about. This one next week.
Sorry. Yeah, I thought Green Bay played a good game. I do think Chicago probably should have beat them. But again, I mean, kickers haven't done good this year. It is what it is. It's part of the game.
No, David, you cannot do that, jackass. I can't with you. Yeah, definitely Chicago. You guys, every year it's like mediocre with you guys. Hopefully, you guys have a beautiful stadium. But hopefully, you guys turn it around something one day. All right, guys. Now let's go to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, this kicker used to be the most accurate kicker. He could kick 60 yards away. He missed 2 field goals. Um, the Ravens did not give Derrick Henry the ball one time in the fourth quarter. They tried to go for 2-pointer on where they did not even have Derrick Henry on the
Stupid.
field, and they lost the game. Russell Wilson somehow pulled it through with not even getting a touchdown. Chris Boswell kicked 6 field goals. The second time he ever did that in his career to win a game, or kicking only field goals. Fellas, I'm gonna go with you first, Tony. You know, what do you think, buddy?
I picked Pittsburgh. I knew they were going to win. Props to me,
Okay,
baby.
okay,
Me
but what do
too.
you think about Baltimore?
I think they just had a shit game. I mean, they're Baltimore. They'll bounce back. They'll be fine. They'll make the
They're,
playoffs.
they're still the best team in that division.
Yeah.
Okay, David, what do you think, buddy?
I don't know. I just love watching George Pickens play. You don't know if he's going to fight somebody. You don't know if he's going to just walk off the field like he did in that one play because he thought it was halftime. He just fights with everybody, man. I love watching him. It's nice to see an NFL player who actually gives a shit, honestly, and that's just flat out what it is. I would take him on my team. He's a good receiver. I mean, I think the whole point of the game, like meaning like what I took away is how good the Steelers defense is.
Okay, John Paul,
Lamar
what do you,
did nothing that game. Nothing.
I mean, but he was gonna didn't catch the ball either. He thought the receiver the
Doesn't
ball.
matter. He didn't dude, he had no freaking passing yards. He had like 100, I think, going into the fourth quarter.
Okay, John Paul, what do you think, buddy?
I think the Ravens had a shit game, and I think this is something you're gonna have to start getting used to. Um, Lamar Jackson threw the ball over their head like fucking at least 6 times
Thank you.
over Zay Flowers' head. I mean, it was just a garbage game by him. He plays like that in any part of the playoffs, they're gonna get destroyed.
And you could tell Zay Flowers is getting a little pissed off too. You can see his facial expressions.
I don't know what happened with Derrick Henry. I thought he was playing decent, and
What happened?
so it is what
Nothing.
it is.
Nothing, buddy. Nothing. Don't even ask.
It's on Facebook. Can't even believe half of that, like Zyme time shit. That's the stuff that Omir reads.
But my thing is, I didn't get it was with the Ravens. How do you not give the best running back in the league the ball
He's not.
in the fourth quarter?
He is.
Okay,
Who
one of the
is?
best. Okay,
Saquon
one
Barkley
of the.
back this year.
If you want to go statistic wise, no.
I'm thinking that monster, six-headed monster. But back to my point. I don't know what the offense was doing. The Ravens offense. How do you not give him the ball in the fourth quarter at all?
They I don't want to say the F
Well,
word.
I mean, what about your coach in Seattle? I mean, the ball's on the 2 yard line. Why don't you hand off to your guy?
1 yard line, Jack. It was 1 yard line. Don't mind
If
me that.
Seattle had
I
Derrick Henry, are they handing that ball off?
I wish they did. Don't remind me of that nightmare, buddy. That was the worst nightmare of my life. All right, guys. Since we talk about Seattle, man, Seattle pulled an awesome comeback out of nowhere. Nick
Give me a
Bosa got
break.
hurt, and Geno Smith came out of nowhere. He ran a 20-yard touchdown. He got a touchdown rushing one. Seattle wins. The 49ers sitting at 5-5 right now. A lot of people are saying it's time to pull the plug on Kyle Shanahan, since the Super Bowl window
No
is closed.
way.
Who was
Oh,
saying that?
yo, whoever says
I,
that need to get their head examined. I'll take him
No,
as
no
a
one's
coach.
saying it. Umir's making shit up.
Because Umir
Come
doesn't
to the
like
Kyle Shanahan. If
Shanahan.
God forbid you're watching this show, come to the Giants. We'll be more than happy to take
I mean,
you.
I think that. I
I'll
mean,
take
Kyle
anyone from
Shanahan.
the Shanahan family at this point.
I mean, I would. I mean, listen. See, I mean, we
You
paid our
kidding me?
guys top dollar, and we didn't get one Lombardi. We did not do anything successful.
Please tell me who is a better coach to coach the 49ers than him.
I can name a couple of handful candidates.
Go
Ben
ahead. Who?
Johnson,
Who?
Ben Johnson, the guy from
He
the
might go
Lions.
to the Bears, so go ahead. Who else?
He wouldn't. He's not gonna do that because he even came out and said he would not do that. Ben Johnson, Matt Nagy.
Oh my God. Matt Nagy, the one who was the Bears head coach? Yeah, good one. Who else?
Yeah, because I mean, look what he was getting dealt with
You're
the
just
cards. He
naming
was dealt
people.
with
Now you're
Trubisky.
just naming people.
I mean, buddy, what else
Bill
do you want me to do? Name
Parcells.
him?
I'll start naming people for you.
Rex Ryan?
No, he's going to the Jets.
Why would he
Kyle
go back to the
Shanahan, I'll
team he
take
got
him
fired?
any day of the week.
Okay, that's what my take was. What do you think? What do you got there, John Paul? What do you think about anything about the Niners? Anything?
Not really.
All right, let's go. Next game. Next game. Let's talk about these guys. They finally lost their first game at home. First game. Kansas City Chiefs lost to the 21-30 to the Buffalo Bills. Now everybody's saying Josh Allen for MVP. What do you guys think about these Buffalo Bills, man?
I ride them every
Let's
year.
win a couple playoffs games first, and then we'll see. We'll see. Once again, a lot of these quarterbacks kill me. They do very well during the regular season, and then playoffs come and
I don't know. Josh Allen has Cooper looks good in the Bills uniform. I don't know. I do not want to play the Bills, especially if Kansas City starts losing some games and they have to go back to Buffalo to play. I would not want to play them in Buffalo. That's all I'm saying.
John
And
Paul, I see
Josh
you making
Allen is
faces.
by far one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't care what anybody says. He's tough. He runs the ball. He's got a gun as an arm. I don't care what anybody says.
that running touchdown. I don't think I've ever seen him move that fast.
Me neither.
In the couple years that he's been playing, I've never seen him move that fast. I mean,
Dude,
the
he's
Jets were
unreal.
going, boy.
Dude, he could throw 80 yards in the air off the back of his foot. He's accurate. He's fast. He'll lower his shoulder and knock you out. He doesn't care. He puts his body on the line for his teammates. Would Aaron Rodgers do that? Would Daniel Jones do that? Probably not. What are you
Okay.
doing over there?
John Paul, I was watching something. John Paul, what do you think, buddy?
Um, this is just an ongoing thing with the Bills and Chiefs. All right, the Bills will beat them in the regular season. They'll lose to them in the playoffs. It always happens. For the simple fact that Josh Allen turns into a turnover machine, and he always has been his entire career. He's a turnover machine. I mean,
Apple or cherry?
that's how he loses a game. You know what I mean? So
I hate you, John Paul. Tony, I hate you, bro.
at the end of
Oh,
the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, great to them that they won, but I knew this was happening. As soon as I saw Kansas City versus Buffalo, I said, okay, well, there goes Kansas City's first loss. Because I'll tell you one thing, the referees didn't get involved in this game.
well, they didn't. I mean, I definitely got to agree with John Paul on that one. I definitely think that Buffalo Bills did lose in the regular season, but Kansas City owns them in the playoffs. Every year, when you see that Stephon Diggs sitting at the crowd looking at the AFC Championship game for the past 2 years when they went head to head, I mean, they own them. So I definitely got to say, yeah, you beat them in regular season, but hopefully let's see what you guys do in postseason. All right, guys, let's go to Sunday Night Football, man. Sunday Night Football was the Chargers and what was it again?
Bengals.
The Bengals. Bengals, man, oh man, I just feel so bad for this team, man. They literally came back after being down. Their kicker is awful. Pearson, he missed 2 field goals. You just feel bad for this team, man. Especially the way how great Joe Burrow is. Do you guys think there's any chance that Bengals might squeeze their way into playoffs?
No, I think it's too far gone at this point.
Done.
Here's the most interesting thing. I like actually seen, maybe I'll have the stat for next week. This might be the worst kicking season of all time. I don't think I've seen more either injuries to kickers or missed field goals, extra points,
I agree.
um, ever.
Quit getting these clowns out of college. If you want somebody, get a soccer player. He'll
That's what
kick,
I was going to say. They got to go to
kick,
Europe and get some of these
he'll
soccer
kick,
players, man,
kick
or
the
go to
ball.
South America.
He'll kick the ball all day.
Okay,
Shit,
but,
man,
but
I can kick better than half of those
okay,
clowns.
but let's talk about the kickers now. But John Paul, what do you think about the Bengals? You think the door is shut?
See, I don't know. I just the only reason I think it's a little far fetched. I mean, can they win six in a row? Absolutely. I mean, they have a bye this week. What happens if they
That's a win.
what happens if they come out of their bye and they start destroying people? I mean, it's always possible. I mean, you could always sneak in, and they are, honest to God's truth, they probably are the best bad teams. You know what I mean? They don't deserve to be where they're at. I mean, they should have won that Ravens game. They probably should have won both of those Ravens games. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That Sunday night, the Sunday night's game to me was probably the best game of the week. I thought it was amazing.
yeah,
You
it
know,
was.
I didn't even watch last night's game. I knew that was going to be a total loss, but
We're gonna get there.
I'm sorry, but I'm just saying I thought it was a great game. And I listen. Hats off to Herbert. I mean, dude, he had a hell of a game. He played great. Played amazing.
David, you should have went with your gut on that one, man. You wanted the Chargers.
I know. I told you.
Yeah. Dave, what do you think, buddy?
Burrow has no defense. It's just, it's just, honestly, it's sad to say, but it's true. They're
No
the
defense,
best.
on the offensive line.
Tony said it. They're the best, worst team I think I've ever seen in my life. And Chase is having one of the best seasons I've ever seen from a wide receiver perspective, besides Randy Moss and what's his name, Megatron. Chase is open every single play. It's like insane. And T Higgins, he looks good too. I'm in fantasy, so keep it up, T Higgins. But just saying, they look like shit on defense. Literally, I think we could probably get a tryout in their defense this year. Even you.
Tony, what do you think? Tony, you already went, right?
That's it. I don't want to talk about it no more.
All right, now let's go to America's football team, man. If you guys, I don't know if you guys watched, there was things falling from the
Oh
stadium.
God, I don't even want to talk
Metal,
about this game.
metal was falling from the stadium, like they said, the sky was falling. The sky was falling, like a Chicken Little.
So
Literally, the metal was.
it happened hours before the game even.
Do you mind? Can you don't interrupt me when I say something, please? Don't interrupt me. Okay, back to my statement. Giants, the Cowboys lose another one. Cooper Rush plays another game. Uh, John Paul, what's next for the Dallas at this point?
Nothing. Dallas has to eat the rest of the season. Maybe get a closer pick to. I mean, I don't really know where the hell they want to go, but I mean, honestly, you're gonna have to eat the season, man. It is what it is at the end of the day. McCarthy's probably gonna have to go. They're not gonna get rid of Prescott. They paid him too much money unless they can find somebody to trade for him. Um, again, it is what it is at the end of the day. So, I mean, keep rolling with Cooper Rush, I guess.
Okay. Tony, I see you. What do you think, buddy?
Dallas, I don't give a shit.
Well, what do you keep saying in general, buddy? Come on.
No, I mean, Dak is hurt like always. Them boys or them girls, really, at the end of the day. Um, I don't know. I think just like the Jets, the Cowboys have to clean house a little bit. CD Lamb doesn't want to be there. Let's call it what it is. Even though he got his contract. Someone needs to take a microphone away from Micah Parsons. I mean, shut up. Shut up. Your team got blown out by Houston, and you want to come up and talk shit to Daniel Jones because Saquon Barkley had another great game. Keep your mouth shut, man. Play the game. Um, you know, you have potential to be a great player. Great players don't keep talking and talking and talking. They, asshole players do. and you want to be an asshole player, continue to do what you're doing. Um, I can't
Can't
see
believe we
Mike
gotta watch
McCarthy.
that game at 12:30.
I can't see Mike McCarthy. I can't see him surviving the rest of the season. I mean, Jerry is visibly pissed off, but you want to know what, Jerry? It's your fault. You know,
Yep.
you got to bring in another coach like Jimmy Johnson, who basically told Jerry Jones, "It's my team if I'm coaching, or nothing." And that's why Jerry did. That's why Jimmy did well. Um, Otherwise, that's the biggest problem. And yeah, Jerry Jones needs to kind of take the leash off a little bit.
Okay. David, what do you think, buddy?
They hit all the points. Michael Parsons needs to shut up. Dak stinks. McCarthy stinks. And the Dallas might be worse than the Giants this year. I'm not even kidding you.
Might got a
I
point.
think the Giants would I would actually almost pick the Giants to beat the Cowboys this year. Not even kidding.
You guys play each other on Thanksgiving Day. We gotta watch go through that
Yeah,
misery.
no, it's gonna be the worst Thanksgiving Day game ever.
Yep. Man, Jerry Jones, man, you had a chance. I know you're mad every week, man, but you had an opportunity to get Derrick Henry. All you had to do was give Dak and the CD their contracts before the season started. You could have got Derrick Henry. You could have gave Rex Ryan wanted to come to the Dallas Cowboys, but they didn't give him the money he wanted.
I
I
don't
mean, you
know
could
if
have done.
Derrick Henry would have helped them. I got to be perfectly honest.
I mean, Derrick Henry can have help anything.
Maybe not now, but before, yes.
But look what Derrick Henry did with Tennessee Titans when they had him. He was a monster on that team.
I mean, they want Dak throwing the ball. They're not handing off. I mean, if they were a
Mm,
handing off team, they would have kept Tony Pollard.
okay. Japo, what do you think, buddy? Did he go yet? No, you didn't. Japo, you in.
We all went.
I won already.
Oh, yeah.
Wake
I'm
up.
tired, man. I'm tired. All right, guys. That time of day, I guess, time to do our picks. Tony, do the honors. Who won and who lost? Can't believe how
Well,
bad I did last week.
you lost because you're terrible, right where you're supposed to be with 7 wins. David, you were close, buddy. If you would have picked the Chargers like you wanted to, you would have tied me and John Paul, but you got 10. And me and John Paul winner chicken dinner 11. Now,
Brian Squirrel finds another eventually.
I don't know what you're talking about. You sound like a vegetable. But going into week 12, here's where we stand. David and John Paul, you guys are both at 103 wins. Tiny Tim, you're at 106, and Cream rises to the top, boys, 112.
Heavy cream.
Whatever.
Yeah. Boston Creek, fat ass.
Start winning, maybe you'll catch up.
I'm talking
I, so you no, he's talking to me. So wait, you're 112, right? I
freshman
needed you.
weeks.
I needed you to lose basically 9 games so I can catch up. Yeah, I ain't catching up to you, going. You're 112, bro.
So here we go, boys. First game, Pittsburgh, Cleveland in Cleveland. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I'm taking Pittsburgh. I mean, this might be a trap game too, even to the individual. David, any day now?
John Paul.
I don't know why I want to take Cleveland so bad in this game.
There's no way we all pick the same team on Thursday Night Football. We all lose.
I really do want to play Cleveland so bad.
Pick it, buddy. I'm telling you.
And then you're gonna regret it when you
They didn't play bad, but no, I'll play Pittsburgh.
Yeah, here you go. We're about to lose enough.
All right, we got Tennessee, Houston. I'm taking Houston in Houston.
Houston.
I'm taking
Houston.
Tiny Soda versus Chicago.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. David, I got that. See, you got that face over there. You think Chicago's gonna do it?
Chicago's playing very well lately.
They didn't look bad, dude.
And Minnesota's played like shit. I'm taking Minnesota though.
Yeah, I have to take Minnesota. I don't after that. I think that defeat deflated them a little bit.
All right, I mean, I don't think there's a question here. It's just by how much. Dallas versus Washington. I'm taking Washington.
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 I think this has an opportunity to be a good game. New England versus Miami, because both teams have been playing pretty well.
Nope, I'm taking Miami.
Miami.
Go ahead. Tony, take New England if you think it's gonna be a good game.
I think it's
Yeah,
going to
take
be a good
the
game. I believe it or not, my picks have already been done.
Oh,
I already have Miami down on the board. John Paul, what are you doing?
Miami.
I think we all took Miami.
Guys, we are taking the same teams, and
Don't
this
worry,
is
there's some games coming up where we're gonna disagree.
yeah.
KC Carolina. I got KC already.
I'm definitely
I
not
got
disagreeing
Case.
on this.
Kansas
I
City.
got Kansas. Got Kansas City.
I think it's a clear winner. We're all taking Carolina.
Yeah.
This to me is a toss-up game, boys. Tampa Bay, New York Giants in New York. Tommy DeVito starts.
So
Tampa Bay
are you
Bucks.
taking the Giants?
I'm
I'm taking
leaning
Tampa
there.
Bay.
I put down Tampa Bay, but I'm thinking to myself if I want to change it or not.
I'm
Come on,
taking Tampa
change
Bay.
it.
I don't see.
I'm taking Tampa without a doubt. Even though
When
they
he
play
picks the
like
Giants,
crap.
they win. When
Yeah,
they
but
play,
Tampa
when he
always
picks,
plays like crap when they come to the Giants Stadium. Whether they play against the Jets or the Giants, they always play like shit.
John Paul, what are you doing?
Do the Giants rally around DeVito? That's the question. But I'm taking Tampa.
I think they like to play for him too. Listen, I'm not sold on Tampa. You know what? Fuck it. I'll take the Giants in this one.
Wow.
you're not taking. You're not taking Mr. Salvin the Cutlets.
I mean,
Tony,
I'm
are you taking
not
are you
that
taking
bad.
Tommy too?
I'm
no,
not
I
taking
put
Tampa Bay.
down
I'm taking the
Tampa Bay.
Bucks.
I'm going to keep it.
You're gonna keep Tampa?
I got to go with my gut.
That's why John Paul's gonna win this week. Now
Fucker.
he's gonna win.
So,
They gotta
Detroit,
go with
Indianapolis, Indianapolis,
wait, who?
Detroit.
Detroit, Indy,
Indianapolis,
Detroit.
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 They have to destroy the Jaguars.
Denver, Las Vegas. I got Denver.
Denver.
Denver,
Denver.
The Raiders look like crap.
Arizona versus Seattle.
Ooh.
Oh God, this is a game I
Ooh.
don't want to take.
Where's this game?
No, it's in Seattle. I
It's in
took
Seattle.
Seattle.
What do he said Seattle last?
Yeah. Give me Seattle.
You freaking prick. I wanted to pick first. Whatever.
This one was a toss up for me. I looked back and forth on this one. I wanted to take Arizona, but then Seattle had a great win last week.
Arizona's coming off a bye. I'll take Arizona.
That's exactly. I've never taken Arizona this year. This will be the first week I'll take them.
Oh, good for you.
Actually, no. It's in Seattle. I'm taking Seattle. I don't care if they're coming off a bye. Kyler Murray, they're not gonna. Kyler Murray stinks on the road. I'm taking Seattle.
This has a
Oh,
potential of being a good game.
Love it.
Even with the injuries. 49ers, Green Bay.
49ers.
I got the Niners as
49ers.
well.
Because the
Who do
division
you-
is really tight right
Tony,
now.
who do you have?
I have the 49ers as well.
Is that San Fran?
No, it's in Green Bay.
I'm taking Green Bay.
Tiny Tim.
I'm taking 49ers. But Robert
on.
Sala's
40
helping out the 49ers
49
now.
Dude, John Paul's either gonna kick our ass this week
49
or he's
49
gonna
look
stink.
like complete dog shit against Seattle. And they're going to look like complete dog shit against Green Bay. Green Bay's going to
Because they
try.
don't got both.
John
got
Paul,
both either this week.
you're gonna look like a genius or you're gonna look like an idiot after this week.
Listen,
What?
it's only 3 games that I've chose different. So I think we'll still be okay.
All right, so we got Philadelphia versus the Rams.
Ooh.
I'm going
Philadelphia.
with the Rams, baby. Ram Jam. Out of my mind, maybe, but I'm going with the Rams.
I'm taking
Man, then-
Eagles only because they had an extra couple days to prepare.
I'm taking Philly.
You're what?
Fly, Eagles. Taking Philly. Fly,
on.
Eagles, fly to the land of victory.
The Rams look good now, man. I would be surprised if they end up kicking the crap out of the Eagles.
John Paul, what are you
Puka
doing?
Nacua.
I'm taking Philly as well.
Damn it.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right,
to the
this
land of
also
victory.
Monday night looks to be a really good game. Baltimore versus the Chargers. I took Baltimore. I can't see them losing again.
I think Baltimore. Give me Baltimore, man.
John Paul.
Oh my God.
I'm taking Chargers. I
This is,
can't.
this is brother versus brother.
The only reason I'm taking Chargers is because the Chargers are at home. right?
I'm
The
surprised this
Chargers are
game's
at
not
home,
Sunday.
right, Tony?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised this game's not a Sunday night
see,
football.
I, I,
Would you
I
shut up?
I like the Chargers as well. I do. I like the Chargers.
Yeah, go kiss my ass, that David.
Put
Over
it
here
in the books.
chirping.
Put it in the books.
What are you thinking?
I already got it already.
You got
Baltimore.
Baltimore already. Open those freaking ears.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, we'll be back again with another one. Make sure you guys like it, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back again, guys.